You didn't wake up broken today. You woke up exhausted from the lie you've been telling yourself for years. 8 a.m. Your mind is sharp. You see the path. You promise yourself, today I will finally start. You feel the clarity. You feel the hunger. 2 p.m. The screen is open, but your eyes are drifting. You tell yourself you're researching. You tell yourself you just need one more coffee, one more video, one more moment of preparation. 10 p.m. The house is quiet, the lights are low, and that hollow burning ache returns to your chest. You look at the clock and realize you didn't lack the talent. You didn't lack the tools. You didn't lose the day. You watched it slip through your hands again. You tell yourself you work better under pressure, that you need the deadline to breathe. That's the biggest lie of all. You are not waiting for pressure. You're waiting for a version of yourself who suddenly feels like doing the work. But what if you didn't need to feel ready? What if you could force the machine to ignite? Regardless of how you feel, in the next few minutes, we will break the seal. You know you're capable. You know you're not stupid. You know that if you actually moved, things would change. But knowing does not move your body. So you sit there, aware, clear, and still completely stuck. And in desperation, you scratch your head and ask yourself, what in the world do I have to do to break out of this vicious circle? The answer is not try harder. The answer is recognizing that you are fighting a ghost. You don't need more clarity. You don't need another plan. You need to understand why knowing isn't enough and how to bridge the gap between your mind and your movement. Why does your intellect see the path while your body refuses to take a single step? It's because of a biological firewall called action resistance. Inside your brain, there is a split. Your prefrontal cortex, the logical you, lives in the future. It sees the success, the money, the better version of you. It speaks the language of ideas. But the part of you that actually moves your muscles is ancient. It does not care about your 5-year plan. It only speaks one language: safety versus pain. Every time you think about a big task, your internal reward system short circuits. Step 1, you imagine the work. Step 2, your brain calculates the risk of failing, the discomfort of effort, and the loss of your current comfort. Step 3, it sends a danger signal. To your ancient brain, starting that project feels like stepping into a dark forest full of predators. So it freezes you. It offers you a safe bribe instead. Planning, researching, thinking, these things feel like progress because they feel good. There is no pressure, no risk of failing, no one judging you, just you, and the quiet, seductive satisfaction of doing something. And that's the trap. You open another tab, watch another video, refine the plan one more time, and for a moment, it feels like you're getting closer, but you are not moving. You are just circling the starting line. You get to imagine the outcome. You see yourself winning. You feel that small spark of pride as if you've already crossed the finish line. And you tell yourself, yes, but I already know all of this. I understand the theory. I see the trap, and yet I'm still not moving. But if I'm really honest with myself, how long have I been stuck in this exact spot? Weeks? Months? How many times have I sat here staring at the same goal, telling myself, next time it will be different? The honesty starts to burn because I've reached the point where I cannot even lie to myself anymore. I cannot hide behind a new plan. I cannot hide behind another perfect start. I cannot even hide behind the promise of tomorrow. I've seen this loop too many times to believe my own excuses, and that realization, that cold, hard clarity, is the only floor I can finally stand on. For 99% of human history, your brain had one job: to keep you alive by avoiding the unknown. In the wild, action meant risk. Stepping out of the cave meant predators. Trying something new meant potential death. Your ancestors survived because they were masters of safe observation. The problem? You are not in the wild anymore. There are no lions waiting outside your office door. You won't be eaten for starting a business or writing that first page, but your internal safety system doesn't know the difference. Because in the modern world, the predators have changed their shape. Today, The lion is the fear of failure. The dark forest is the risk of being judged by strangers. The death your brain is trying to avoid is the social humiliation of being seen trying and falling short. To your ancient brain, a negative comment or a failed attempt feels like a social death sentence. It feels like being cast out of the tribe. So it protects you. It keeps you small. It keeps you in the safe zone of dreaming, where no one can laugh at you because no one can see you. You aren't struggling because you are weak. You are struggling because your brain is trying to save your life from a threat that doesn't exist. You are not failing. You are just overprotected by a bodyguard that is terrified of the modern world. But here's the truth. The only way to kill the fear of social death is to realize you are already dying a slow, quiet death. Not out there, but in here. Every day you don't act. Every time you hold back. Every moment you choose safety over movement, you reinforce a version of yourself you never meant to become. And the longer you stay there, the more familiar it feels. Until one day, it doesn't feel like a choice anymore. It just feels like who you are. You don't need to fix your brain. You need to override the ancient software. You are not just surviving the modern world. You are finally learning how to master it. To break the chain, you don't need willpower. You need a system that bypasses the bodyguard. 1. The 3-second breach. The moment you think of the task, you have exactly 3 seconds to move your physical body. 3, 2, 1, stand up. If you wait for 4 seconds, your ancient brain will smell the threat and freeze you back into the loop. The goal is not to work, it is to disrupt the freeze. 2, the micro win anchors. Stop looking at the mountain. Your brain is terrified of the summit, but it isn't afraid of a single step. Give your task a cinematic name, the first brick. Your goal is not the project, it's the first 60 seconds. Once you are in motion, the predator vanishes because the brain realizes there is no danger. 3, the silence filter. Protect your output from the simulation reward. The moment you say it out loud, your brain relaxes. It thinks the work is already done. That's why it feels good, even when you've done nothing. Stop telling people what you are going to do. Every time you share your plan, you get a ghost reward that drains your drive chemistry. Keep the secret. Build in the shadows until the work is too big to hide. Real results are the only fuel that matters. Start now, not because it's easy, but because you finally realized that the alternative is a slow, quiet death of the soul. Start before you are ready. Start while the fear is still there, because the fear is the proof that you are finally doing something that matters. You have earned the right to see what you are truly capable of. You've spent enough time in the shadows of your own potential. The gray, tired version of you was never the truth. It was just a suit of armor you outgrew years ago. Shed the weight, ignite the machine, demand the world you've been imagining. Everything you want, every version of excellence you've ever dreamed of is waiting for you. Not in the future, but in the very first movement you make when this screen goes dark. Step into the sun and own your brilliance as a gift.